Hey guys, Nicole Vincent here. Hope you are having a fabulous Friday evening, and maybe if you're not catching this live, it's a little bit more exciting than our Friday evening. We've just been watching TV and having fun, and I wanted to show you two of my daughters need their supplement schedules updated, and so I thought I would demonstrate that for you using muscle testing to kind of show you what it looks like, and so you can hear questions that I'm asking and be able to do this for yourself. So this is probably something you might want to review, take notes on. If you're like, Nicole, what is this muscle testing you're talking about? Make sure you review my other videos because they will help you understand what muscle testing is. I'm not going to go over those basics, but I will show you how to use the sway test to do your stuff, to figure out your supplements, as well as self muscle testing using your hands. So my daughter is here to help me video this because I obviously am going to need to move around, look at the supplements and all that stuff. So I'm going to turn this camera around. So come here, babe. Okay. So I just have my supplements laid out here. And I typically try to group them because when I group stuff, it's easier to test. It's faster than going through everything at a time. Now, you will see that I use doTERRA brand predominantly, just because that's my trusted brand. If you have a trusted brand that you use, you can totally do that. But I also have a few other supplements that I use that I get on Amazon that work very well for us. So just, you can test from whatever supplements you like and go from there. If you do have questions, feel free to ask them while we're testing, and my daughter will be reading the questions to me. So, and you can see my pretty rocks too. Oh, see, isn't that fun? I have a lot of rocks. These are all my little ones. We're not working on that today, but they're just, this is my table that they sit on. So, Kenzie, go ahead there. And I'm just gonna be sitting. Can you get me in the shot? So, You got me?
And we're good.
And we're good. Okay. Don't sit on your chest because the microphone's on the bottom. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Hopefully. If you can't hear me, say in the comments and I will talk louder. So when we're testing for supplements, there's kind of a few different ways to do it. My primary way that I do it for my children or for other people is I'm testing with the intention for the next few weeks. Because I'm not going to be testing them every day. When I test for myself, I do test daily what supplements I need, and so that's something
they can hear you.
Okay, good. So that's something that I test individually. And hey, now it's an official Nicole video because my dog's going crazy. It is what it is. Hush! Every time, Kenzie. You're not here during the day, right?
Thank you.
Okay. There was a very handsome Doberman that walked by, and so they had to bark at him. Okay, so if you're testing for yourself and you're just doing it for that day, you're going to ask the question like, what supplements would I benefit from now? And I have I've set this rule with myself. I don't want to take supplements that are going to benefit me lower than an 8 out of 10. And we talked about that on the muscle testing, is doing a sliding scale. And so if it's not going to benefit me an 8 out of 10, I don't want to take it because I could end up with a ton of stuff. Because you could test for something that benefited you, just a 1 out of 10 on a sliding scale. So that's why I just kind of have that scale. What's going to benefit me? At least an 8 out of 10 to take right now. So and then you would go through and test and identify which bottle and how many of each one. Now, I want to show you. And that's a really, really great way to test. So I'll test right now for me to show you what I would need for tonight. So I like to get little, you don't need to follow me, babe. I just get little plastic containers to set my vitamins in. If you're going to be doing this on a daily basis, are you hitting off my head? Are you good?
Nope, your head is in there.
Awesome.
Expert camerawoman right here.
You are expert, sweetheart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my different groups, okay? And I'm just going to, that's the rule. On a scale of 1 through 10, I would like the supplements that I'm going to need tonight before bed. Okay. So I'm going to look in this group, and I typically, you'll see, Kenzie, can you kind of come around here real quick? And just, you'll see, typically I will write what they are on the top because I'm usually looking over the top. I'm not looking, just my personal setup, I'm looking at them from the top. So I'm just going to look over here, and this is for me personally tonight. So, and try to get my hands, babe.
They're in.
Okay, so do I need the vitamin D tonight? Yes. How many? 1, 2. So I need 2 vitamin D tonight. Okay, so I'll just take that out. And I'm going to be taking these before bed. That's, my body really likes them right before I go to sleep. Do I need any neem? Neem is an herb that that helps kill off candida and other internal fungal issues and other toxins. So this is a really great herb that to use if you're cleansing, but make sure you're testing for it. So I need 1 of those. Okay, do I need any fibers tonight? No. Do I need any iron? No. Enzymes? Yes. 1, 2. So I need 2 of these enzymes. Now my body does not really like Terrazyme, which is the doTERRA brand. That happens sometimes, and so my body prefers this one, so this is the one I typically take. But the Terrazyme is also a great enzyme for my doTERRA people out there. So if you have Terrazyme, don't worry, you're still good. Okay, and then the last one is a Trace Minerals, and I need 1 of those. I need 1. So if you see, yes, I need it, and how many? 1. Okay. So I'm going to look here at this group. Do I need anything in this group tonight? No. Do I need anything in this group tonight? Yes. Okay. Microplex? Yes. 1, 2. Okay. So if you see what I'm counting, 1, 2, and then on that third one, when I go to do a 3, it breaks. And so I know I need to back up 1, and that means I need 2. And the more you do this, the more you'll be able to feel confident and be able to count and do a sliding scale, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how much is this going to benefit me? When you're testing, I know I mentioned this before, don't use the word should. It's going to give you wonky results. You want to use the word, qualifying words like need or benefit. And even the word need can sometimes give wonky results as well, so be careful with that. Okay, so now I'm over here on XD Omega, yes, 1, 2, okay, I need 2 of those. Alpha CRS, yes, 1, 2, okay, Bone Nutrient, no. And you'll see me, sometimes you'll see me get a positive result as I check through the bottles. That's just me reading the name. Okay, yes, it's recognizing that that is what we're testing. Do I need that? No. So you'll see sometimes if you see an extra little test in there, that's what I do. And it's one of those things that I don't even realize I'm doing. I just caught myself doing it, and that's why I explained it to me. Okay, do I need anything in this group tonight? Yes. Is it the Deep Blue Complex? No. Mito2 Max? No. Phytoestrogen? DDR Prime? Yes. 1, 2. So I just need 1 of this. Okay, and then these are just different essential oil blends in capsules. Do I need anything in this section? Yes. The Serenity, I need 2 of those. And I think I'm actually out, so I will need to get more of those. So then I have my supplements for tonight, and I'm good to go. Now what's going to look different, and you can sit down, baby, if you want. What's going to look different now is I create this for my daughter. So I'm going to do this for my 9-year-old. And she is a very picky eater. But thankfully, she's recently been able to learn how to swallow pills. And so we can now create her a supplement schedule, and she can take her pills every day. So, and her little pill case, stare at it on. Her little pill case holds a week. So I'm going to test for the next week, what does she need? Okay? So I'm going to look at this section. So for the next week, what does Addie need? Her name is Addie. Okay. Okay. So she needs this one. So you saw that I tested the fiber. Does she need that? No. This iron supplement? Yes. How many? 1. Okay. So I would write down 1 iron. Okay. And then vitamin D? No. Neem? No. Trace minerals? Yes. 1. So 1 trace minerals. And I will just date this and have their name on it and keep track of it so I can see how their needs are changing. If there's any trends that show up that, oh, they're really testing like the increase, maybe they're needing testing for more and more of a certain supplement. That might let me know that there's some absorption issues going on. Or if all of a sudden they're testing for something that doesn't make sense, I might need to look and ponder on that. And of course, as you're doing this, please do not do this without a doctor's supervision. I have to say that. This is really just to help you choose your supplements that you take. Okay, so she needed trace minerals. Does she need enzymes? Yes. 1, 2. So she'll need 2 enzymes. And if you've got someone in your life that has a hard time with pills, these are some really great supplements that are very, very small. So let me show you. These are all very, very small capsules. They're really little, so they're very easy to swallow. So she needs those. Okay, now we're going to go over to this section. See if she needs anything in this section. Terrazone. Okay, so we got a no on every bottle. We're going to go over here. Do we need anything? Just adding anything over there? Yes. Microplex. Okay, she needs 1 of those. We're going to write down 1 Microplex. Okay, then she needs 1 of the XC Omega. So you saw my hands? Yes. 1. Okay. Okay, any Alpha CRS, bone nutrient. Okay, anything in this section? No. Anything in this section? Yes. Zendocrine? Yes. How many? 1, 2, just 1. Okay, Triese? No. Digestin? No. On Guard Plus? No. Serenity? No. So only 1 of the Zendocrine soft gels. And if you haven't seen the soft gels, they're nice and small. They're very easy to swallow. And you can, on most of these, you can make your own. The Serenity is a little different because it has some herbs and there's some herbal extracts in there other than essential oil. But most of these you can make your own. So that's how, and then you can, come over here real quick. So you can see we have her schedule written down. This is for her next week. And then once this week is finished, then I would test for her again. So first off, I set the time parameter. For the next week, what does she need? And if for her, I know that she can only swallow certain size pills. The Microplex is the biggest that she can handle. So anything bigger than that, I would have to probably negotiate and see if she either test her out to see if she could actually physically swallow it, or if we needed to see if there was another option. Now, let's say you don't have a preferred supplement brand. You can go on Amazon or to a health food store and you can test that way. I've got a lot of good brands that way, but sometimes you might get that brand and you take it and then your body's like, you know what, this isn't great for me. And that will happen, so be aware of that. And if it does, don't doubt your muscle testing. It just, your body, when you're testing for something that it hasn't experienced yet, it can test the energy of that item and see if, yeah, that feels like it would be a good match. But sometimes when you get in there, it can maybe not agree with you. Okay, so don't doubt your testing if that happens. You just need to reevaluate. So be open to that. Have there been any questions, Kenzie?
No, just emoji with the heart eyes and says, I'm learning so much.
Okay, good. Okay, so we're now going to look at, for my daughter, Kenzie. She's our camera woman today. This is her lovely thumb. And she's 17. She's a senior, so she's like an adult. And so we're going to test for a 2-week period for her. And I've got to get some water. Hold on.
We're getting some thumbs up that are floating.
We like the floating thumbs up. You know what's even better?
Hearts.
Floating hearts. So now, as I'm testing for my daughter, and I'm going to say, okay, because her pill thing is for 2 weeks. So we're setting the time period for the next 2 weeks. What will Kenzie need? Okay, and you'll see me do it doesn't look like I'm testing anything, but when I test, I make sure that the statement I'm making, that energetically my body understands. Because sometimes you'll get no, that doesn't make sense, or that's not a good statement. So I will, as I'm formulating questions, as I'm formulating statements, I will test to keep checking, make sure that's good. Yes, there's a question.
Someone asked, can you say the specific words to use again?
Yeah, and that's why I'm going through this again. So for Kenzie, so this is my daughter. So if you are not proficient with muscle testing, please don't try testing for other people yet. You can get there, but you would just say your name. So if Kenzie was doing this herself, which she needs to learn, because she's going off to school, then she would just, for the next 2 weeks, what supplements do I need? Okay? And just set your time period. So number one, you want to set your time period, what you're testing for, and then go from there. And if you're going to use the word benefit, which I do recommend using the word benefit when you're testing, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute, set a rule. Does it want to be, do you want it to be a benefit of a 5 out of 10? Or I like an 8 out of a 10. Or if I'm really tired or I don't feel well, I'm like, just give me the 10 out of 10. What is the absolute essential that I need today? So just set that rule. And that's a sliding scale. If you're kind of confused about what I'm talking about, watch the other muscle testing videos, and that will make a little bit more sense. And Kenzie, don't let me forget to show the sway method on testing for these as well.
Yes.
Okay, so...
People say thank you and great point.
Oh, good. Okay. So for Kenzie, for the next 2 weeks, the supplements that will benefit her an 8 out of a 10 or greater. Yes. Okay? So we're going to start looking in our groups, right? We're going to keep stuff grouped together. Now, the way I have my supplements set out, I have them grouped together. But it's kind of dusty. It's not super pretty in my little corner. But I have them grouped together so I can test real quick. Are they in this group? No. And it just makes it a little bit more efficient. So you're not going through you're not going through a whole line and making yourself fatigued. So Kenzie, anything in this group for the morning. So first for Kenzie, she takes her supplements twice a day. So for the morning, we're gonna do these first. Morning supplements that would benefit Kenzie, 8 out of 10 for the morning. Yes. So that my muscle testing is understanding those parameters and those statements. Okay. Anything in this section? Yes. Fiber, vitamin D, neem, enzymes. How many enzymes? 1, 2. So she needs 2 enzymes in the morning. Okay, any iron? Trace minerals, yes. She needs 1 trace mineral in the morning. Okay, then we're going to go over to this section. Any in this section that Kenzie needs in the morning? No, so we can skip that section. Anything in here that Kenzie needs in the morning? Yes. Microplex, yes. 1, 2. So she needs 2 microplex. That's our multivitamin. XC Omega, yes. 1, 2. Okay, 2. And you can even, once you start feeling a little bit more confident in your testing, you can even ask to get the supplements in order of importance. So if you're trying to prioritize because you don't like to take a lot of pills or for budget reasons, you can ask to be given the supplements in priority. What do I need the absolute most? And we'll do that for Kenzie's nighttime to kind of show you the wording on that. Okay, alpha CRS in the morning, yes, 1, 2. So she needs 2 alpha CRS. Okay, bone nutrient in the morning, no. Anything in the section in the morning? No. Anything here? No. So that's her morning schedule. So now we're going to go to evening. And you can even test like when your body likes to take the supplements the best. Typically in my family and in most of the clients that I work with, most bodies like to take it in the morning and then take it again right before bed. I don't know why, but that typically is what tests best. And so you can test what time is best for you to take your supplements. So I'm going to set an additional parameter. So we have what she's going to take in the evening. That's parameter 1 for the next 2 weeks. That's going to benefit her at least an 8 out of a 10. And then the 4th parameter that we're going to add here, in order of importance, what her body needs the most. Okay? So it's going to look a little different because we're trying to get it in order of importance. So the supplement out of these that her body needs the most in the evening for the next 2 weeks, is it in this section? No. This section? No. This section? Yes. Microplex, XC Omega. So she needs XC Omega the most, yes. 1, 2. So 2 of those the most. That is her most vital one in the evening for the next 2 weeks. Second most important, this section. So I'm just looking with my eyes. So usually, like I'm saying this section, this section, this section. When I'm testing, I'm usually only looking with my eyes and asking those questions with my head. I would recommend asking them out loud until you get confident. So this one, no. This one, no. This one, no. This one, no. This one, yes. Okay? It's the Zendocrine soft gel. So how many? So let's see. I just got 3. Now that, to me, that seems like a lot. Two is okay. So Kenzie, Zendocrine soft gel, yes. How many? 1, 2. Okay. So in the testing, sometimes your fingers can get a little confused or ahead of themselves. So she needs 2 Zendocrine soft gels in the evening.
This is so cool.
Okay, next most important, this section, no. This section, yes. Terrazyme, PB Assist, GX Assist, Slim and Sassy, yes. Okay, and Slim and Sassy actually comes up a lot for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons because of the oils in there. It's anti-inflammatory, it's very supportive to the digestive system, it helps with blood sugar levels, and it helps with the metabolism. So if you test for Slim and Sassy and you've got a super skinny teenager, that might just be helping regulate that super high metabolism that's running really fast. Or if you get it and they're super skinny, they might need to detox a little bit. Or if you are wanting to lose some pounds, it might not just because you need to lose a few pounds, it might be you need some blood sugar assistance. So Slim and Sassy can show up for a lot of different reasons for a lot of different people. So that's just it's a very flexible supplement that comes up. Okay, anything else in that section? No. Okay, so now we're on the 4th most important. Is it in this section? Yes. And sometimes you will feel the answer before you get there. So don't doubt yourself that you're controlling it. Just trust that your body is going to tell you the correct answer. So I felt before I even asked her that I knew it was in this section. So that will happen sometimes. So yes, okay, it's the fiber, vitamin D, neem. Okay, and she needs 1 neem. Okay, next most important, this section, no. This section, no. This section, yes. Microplex, 1, 2, so 2 microplex. Okay, how many more bottles are we looking for? 1, 2, 3. We're looking for 3 more bottles because sometimes you can just keep going and there's no end in sight. And again, like when we're testing for oils, we're going to say how many bottles are we looking for to identify that she needs in her nightly routine. Okay, so we're looking for 3 more. So next most important after microplex in this section, this section, this section, this section. So we're over here. It's the deep blue, Mito2 Max, phytoestrogen, DDR prime. Okay, so she needs 1 DDR prime. Okay, next most important. Okay, over here, Zendocrine, Tri-Ease, Serenity, Digestin, On Guard Plus. How many? 1, 2. Just 1. So that's going to tell me that either her body is fighting off something or that her body's wanting to detox, because this is also a really great detox supplement to help kill off internal toxins and different microbes that you are not wanting to have in your system. So On Guard Plus, okay, and then 1 more. 1 more bottle we're looking for is in this section, yes. Fiber, vitamin D, neem, enzymes, yes. 1, 2, so 2 enzymes. Okay, so we have her completed schedule, and so she can go through and put in her pill box, and she's good to go. And she knows that this is what she needs, and she's going to feel good. And she's my kid that's very, very good about taking her supplements, and she really notices a difference when she takes them and when she doesn't. So that's a good thing. Now let me show you real quick the sway method for identifying if you're still struggling with the hands. You can use the sway method to identify your supplements. Now if you're still kind of in that doubting mode where you're not really sure if this works, you can actually hold the actual bottle, a picture of it, or it written down on a piece of paper. Really, you really just need to think about it. But some people are very physical and like to be able to have something physical in their hand. So I'm going to show you how you can test. So remember I told you about the different enzymes, how my body prefers a different enzyme than the doTERRA enzyme. So, and I'm actually going to get it, that bottle's empty, so I'm going to grab a full bottle. So I'm just going to test and show you, again, on the sway method, which enzyme my body prefers. In general, does my body prefer this enzyme more than Terrazyme? Yes. Okay. And we're going to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much more? Okay, I'm going to show you this. This applies to any counting, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it goes back on 5, so that means 4 out of 10. So Terrazyme's not terrible for me, but my body prefers this more on a difference of 4 out of a 10. So that's something that you can test. Does your body have a preference between one brand or another? That will happen if you're at a health food store and you're trying to identify a specific supplement that you feel that you need. You can stand there with that bottle and test, is this a good match for me? So you can ask, is this a good match for my body? Will this benefit me? If you're going to ask if it benefit, you need to qualify that. So don't just say, will this benefit me? Because guess what? Probably taking everything on this will benefit me. But some of it might just be a 1 out of a 10. So giving it a sliding scale number is going to be beneficial on helping you make the best decisions. So let's say I wanted to take my supplements for tonight. We're going to put these all back together. Oh, here, let me show you. Does my body prefer, and we'll do it the opposite way, does my body prefer the Terrazyme more than this enzyme? No. And then I could ask, is there an ingredient here that doesn't agree with my body? Yes. So there's just something in here that just doesn't jive with my body. And that could be due to toxicity, it could be due to genetics, it could be due to a lot of different things. And if I really wanted to, we could go through the ingredients and you can test and identify that specific thing. If you're trying to do a supplement schedule with the Sway method, it will take some time. And more than likely, especially when you're first starting out, you will not be able to have the energy to do it all at one time. So you might just do your top 3 supplements. So I'll do my top 3 supplements that I need in the morning on a regular basis. So did you hear the qualifying? My top 3 supplements that I need in the morning on a regular basis. Okay, so those are my 3 qualifiers. And I'm looking here at my different things. And when you're doing the Sway test, you just want to have your hands where you're comfortable. So either by your sides, over your heart, just where you feel nice and relaxed. Make sure you do not have a smartwatch on or a cell phone in your pocket. Make sure you're very well hydrated. I'm going to take some Nadrine. And make sure you're getting positive answers. So don't dive into this if you're still getting a backwards on your name. So if I was getting a backwards when I said my name is Nicole, I'm not going to try and dive in to doing the Sway method and identifying supplements. First, you're going to need to make sure that your body is giving you the correct, it's the positives and the negatives are in the correct order, so to speak. If you are struggling, try going outside on the ground and just be barefoot on a nice flat surface in the grass or in the ground, and that will help with your polarity. We're going to talk about that on our video on Monday. But that's going to help just the Earth's gravitational pull and electromagnetic field. It's going to help your body respond better, okay? So we're looking for top 3 supplements that I need in the morning on a regular basis, okay? I just like to rest with my hands on my heart. Okay, is it in this group? Nope. That group? Nope. That group? Yes. Okay, so I've identified the group. Is it Microplex? Yes. Okay, how many do I need? 1, 2. Okay, then I go back so I know I need 2. Okay, what is my second most important supplement to take on a regular basis in the morning? Is it in this group? No. Is it in this group? No. Is it in that group? No. Is it in this group? No. Is it in this group? Yeah. Okay, so I would go through, is it Zinacryl soft gels? Yes. Okay. How many do I need? 1. Okay, so I just need one. Okay, what is my third most important supplement to take in the morning on a regular basis? Is it in this group? Yes. Okay, is it fiber? No. Is it vitamin D? No. Is it neem? No. Is it enzymes? Yes. And it's funny, my body kind of really went like kind of in the middle, because Kenzie, if you come over here, look real quick. The bottle of Terrazyme and the enzymes I have right together. And remember, we just tested that my body prefers this, and so it was, when I said the enzymes, I didn't qualify which one. And so my body kind of isolated there in the middle for like, which one do you mean? And then when I looked at the smaller bottle, that's when it gave me the yes. Okay? So make sure you're being very clear on what you mean. Okay? So the pure encapsulations enzymes, yes, that's what I need. Yes. Okay? How many? 1, 2. Okay, and I go back on that 3, so that means I need 2. If a number pops into your head and you just want to test, do I need 2? You can test for yes. But just know that on the sway test, if maybe you need 3 and you didn't go high enough. Does that make sense? So that's kind of how you can count with the sway test. You can see that that's a lot slower, and it takes a lot more physical energy because I'm using all of the muscles in my body to get a positive response by going forward or a negative response by going back. So I will take this. You can flip the camera around. Okay, so hopefully was that helpful? Do you guys have any questions? You'll probably need to review that and kind of go over it and just get in there and practice, because it really is just something, that's really how I got confident in muscle testing, is I would test my supplements every day. And I would just have, them out on my file cabinet, and they're grouped, and they went through, and I just would start testing. And so that built up a lot of confidence and helped me get better. So Bree, sorry if you answer this. Do you suggest the sway test over the muscle to start? I would suggest at least getting confident that your body is getting a positive answer, because using your hands, it typically creates a lot of doubt and second guessing yourself, which really just choose that you are getting good answers and that your body is giving you good answers. But the sway test really, it's a good one for doubters because it's kind of hard to deny and it's hard to mess up. The finger one, not that it's easy to mess up, it just is, it's a little trickier and it feels a little bit more awkward. So it's really up to you, Bree, whatever you feel most comfortable with. There's not a super right or wrong answer, and I'm realizing how bad this is. So thank you for holding this because it makes your arms really tired. You're awesome. Okay, any other questions, guys? And those that, if you didn't catch this live, then you can totally watch the recording. It's going to be here in this group. But this is just a really great way, because sometimes you're like, I really don't even know what I need. And you can also test, if you feel, sometimes you'll feel, I feel like something's missing. You can say, do I need a supplement that I don't have? And if you get a yes, then you can test, well, can I get it on Amazon? Yes. And then you can say, okay, is it an herb? Is it a vitamin? Is it a mineral? Is it an amino acid? So you can start kind of narrowing it down what supplement, what else you might need. And if maybe you get some blood work back and you're deficient in a certain whatever, you can test and see, okay, what's a good brand for me to take? And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, if you go to a superstore, grocery store, they do not have good brands. They're not going to have things that your body is actually going to be able to absorb. So please invest in yourself, because you guys are worth it, with good supplements. Because if you are not supplementing, you are missing out, because it doesn't matter how awesome your diet is, you are going to be nutrient deficient. You are going to have enzymes or probiotic deficiencies. It is what it is. And if you don't have those vital tools, your body is not going to be able to function to its full potential. So I can tell you right now, supplementing is a huge, huge thing for me and our family. And I truly believe everybody needs good supplementation, and invest in yourself in good supplements. So if this is something I really want you guys to try and practice, if you do need help, if you would like help with the supplement schedule, I do offer that as just like an a la carte item. You can check that out on my website. So try it out though. You guys have it in you. This is something that anybody can do. And I'm so thankful that you took the time out tonight to spend a little time with me and learn some muscle testing and some hopefully some good questions to help you formulate your own supplement schedule and feel more confident in what you are giving your body. Because if we have healthy bodies, our spirits can be healthy, and everything it works better all the way around. So guys, have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.